Welcome to the Sci-Fi Center, the place to be, where comic books and wrestling collide magically. Movies, TV shows, and pop culture we share. Get ready to rock, we're here to take you there. From superheroes to aliens in outer space, we've got the latest news and reviews in our embrace. Turn on your screen, let the neon lights glow, take you back to the 80s. Let's rock and roll. Sci-Fi Center, where the legends come alive. Get ready to geek out, let your imagination fly. We're diving into the past with a touch of modern flair. Sci-Fi Center, the ultimate pop culture lair.
Welcome to another Saturday afternoon viewing party. This time it's yet another John Carpenter classic, They Live, 1988. Rest in peace, Roddy Piper. Keith David is immortal. He's still around. So this one was requested last week during our last watch party. Probably one of the few John Carpenter ones I have left that I want to do. I will not be doing Big Trouble in Little China and some of the other stuff. That movie sucks. But like I said, classics like this, I don't have any problem doing. The link, Vince has put the link into the chat, and for you patrons, the link is already in your messages. Let me go ahead and add Vince. How are you doing, Vince?
No, pretty good, man.
All right, so I'm going to wait for people to get acclimated here. We're still missing a lot of people. Most of the people who requested it are not on the thing right now, so I'm waiting for them. They all knew it was 2:00, but we're going to go anyway because most of our viewership has been later on after the fact. So yeah, it doesn't really matter who's here live. I mean, I love you guys that are here live, but like I said, the majority of the people who've been watching these things have been watching them after the air date. So that's just cool. They Live's a classic, not classic alien invasion. It's kind of a in any area, it's a new take on the alien invasion. It's infiltration and basically playing on our, Earth's, mankind's own, self-imposed weaknesses, greed, consumption, consumer, or the whole retail mentality that we address everything in. They really didn't violently overthrow anything. They just basically took what was already there and enhanced on it. So it kind of sucks for them because half the population probably would have bought into what they were doing. But once you see what they look like, you're like, oh no, fuck that. Gotta get out of here. So let's take a look at the chat, see who's there. This shows up on the thing, even though it must have came through. It came through last night, but congratulations to our new members.
Already up to 8 members.
Yep. There's a link. Let me go ahead and put that to the top of the chat now that I can.
Yeah, I pinned it earlier.
Oh, yeah, I pinned it. Okay, cool.
Yep.
80s glam rock, fun together, nice and even twice. Vince, can I suggest you do a countdown to when to start the videos? Okay, yeah, for those who, but the majority of whom will be watching later on. It's a good idea.
Yeah, we kind of do that because you'll say, "Hey, go ahead and start it." So it's
it's because a lot of those guys won't be watching it. They'll be watching it on their own sync.
That's kind of the bonus for the people that do show up live is, being able to see it with us.
Cool. All right. Am I? Has the did you get the notification?
I mean, I did, but for some reason my phone always comes through for me.
Hi, sir. How you
Hey,
doing?
what's going on?
Can you help Robert Kennedy Jr. get on the ballot in Nevada?
I don't want him on the ballot, Nevada. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
I respect that. Okay. Thank you. Is this a radio station?
Nah, the radio station's down there. This is a hobby store.
No. Are there a lot of shows vacant or are they?
Because the county.
Well, how's everybody doing in the chat?
Sorry about that.
Oh, that was
Guy
funny.
petitioning to get somebody on the ballot that I don't necessarily need to ever see on the ballot. Sorry. Okay, that'll be your political thing for 2024. All right. I got a chuckle out of that. All right, so we're at 18. All right, I guess we're going to go ahead and get started. I mean, most of our usuals will probably chime in later. So,
Yes.
Vince, I am ready when you are.
All right, getting it started right now. There we go. We're it's starting now. It's at well 11 seconds for me, but
Hey, everybody.
hey, Brad.
Let's go.
Waiting up people to board?
What's that? You broke up.
Are we still waiting on people to climb aboard?
Yeah, but I went ahead and started though because it looks everybody is like,
Okay.
I don't know what's going on. But everybody is like,
Oh, yeah.
seriously.
I don't have Forth on Instagram. If you want to send him a link, I think he's donated enough where he can come on.
I did send him a link. He should be.
Oh yeah, Ruth actually mentioned she had to take somebody to it had like a foot injury, said she had to take him to the hospital, so she's a little bit occupied, but if she gets time, she'll be jump on later on.
Yeah, she DM'd me on Twitter this morning and asked if it was going to be on Twitch, and I said yeah. So, I think she might be one of the 17 followers I have on that account, so maybe she's watching with us.
Forth, I don't know. You're hooked up somewhere. He says he can't send messages, and I'm like, so I just sent him. I resent him everything, so he should be all right. It's weird how he can't. I know he's on the I know he can chime in via Facebook. So
you know what? I can take care of it real quick. Give me a second.
Maricosa, I sent all the usual suspects.
Hey, Ford, check your Discord DMs.
And check your Instagram messages. I just sent it to you again. Aaron, I sent you one. Oh, it's a glitch on his end. Okay.
Okay. Oh yeah. She said apparently it's like they just it sounded like it's more of a checkup really than like like serious medical attention or anything from what Ruth told me. So it should be okay.
And when I think of foot injury, I think of Kathy Bates in Misery. Some poor chap is not. She didn't want him to leave or them to leave, and now they're not.
I saw actually a GIF. I don't know, just for whatever somebody like circulating a GIF of her smashing the dude's foot against the block of wood in Misery earlier. I don't know why they circulating on Twitter today, but yeah, that makes me wince every time.
Did he ever recover from that? I know at the end he's writing the books, but he's still in a wheelchair, isn't he? I remember that. He won an Oscar for that too.
Yeah, she did too, didn't she?
She did. She was the only one that won for that.
Yeah, two movies. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, well, I was about to say it's like, and I still didn't know Kathy Bates from Misery until after I knew her from The Waterboy, which I'm sure breaks Williams' heart.
Every time you bring up one of these goofball movies with one of these top tier actors or actresses in it that have won Academy Awards, and you recognize them for like something they did because it's like they could, I guess. I mean, like, you're Kathy Bates. Why would you do that movie?
She was hilarious in that movie.
She is, actually. I bet electricity. Ben Franklin is the devil.
Oh, God. Hey, two movies I would love to see us do a watch party of, as long as somebody doesn't spoil it, is Predestination and Moon. You know, the Sam Rockwell movie. I don't know if you guys like those or not.
I hadn't seen neither, so that would be my first time.
Yeah, I just sent it the. Yeah, I just sent it to you on Twitter, Aaron. So you should have that right there.
So did I, Aaron. So you should have it from both of us.
Well, speaking of, since you are disappointed with where I discovered like these Oscar winners and Keith David, of course, is in They Live. I'm trying to think, where did I first see him? It wasn't They Live. That was the first I first seen him. But where did I think it might have been the. Oh damn, he's been so many things too. It's like he's a he's a guy where it's like you know him, even if you like didn't know the name offhand, it's like you would recognize his voice, or you'd seen him in in something.
You've heard his voice, video games. He's the Navy.
Oh yeah.
He's the voice for the U.S. Navy, the Navy recruiting.
Yeah, I want to say I think the first thing I might have seen him in might have been. Did you ever see the Western Sam Raimi did called The Quick of the Dead? I think that might have been where I first saw him. Yeah, I think that was right first.
I don't remember. Maybe because I just don't remember him from that. But like I said, I wish John Carpenter would use him in one last movie.
Aaron, what's up?
Is that just all black? Oh, okay, good. Why are you always in the dark like you're Robin?
Wait.
Because she's a ninja. She's
two of my favorite voice roles that Keith David did was Gargoyles and my oldest daughter, when she was real little, had me watch Princess and the Frog over and over again, and he plays the voodoo guy in that.
Yeah. Actually, probably the first thing I heard him in was Gargoyles, I should say.
That's as much light as it's gonna get.
Really?
Because it's still early hours in the morning here. We won't get full light till about 8:30, and it's about.
But you have light bulbs, though, right? I mean, electricity. With the computer's powered by something, right? I'm just curious.
Aaron's like she's
just like a floating head.
She prefers to be a ninja, honest.
Like my Power Rangers. So you start calling you Zordette.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like pitch, but usually, like when you have, like if you were to turn your lights off, but I could still see some stuff in the background. There's like she's got like she's in space, man. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, let me even it up.
Yeah, see how you can see all that stuff.
Yeah.
Can't see.
It takes
Aaron is
well,
literally-
it's gonna get it's well, it doesn't get dark. It's okay. There we go. But we still see like the walls blacks.
Yeah. Oh, she's got a big chair.
Is that a little bit better?
That's
Yeah,
the
dude,
It
now you see a
wasn't-
whole head. Look at
it
that.
was like bugging me or anything. I just feel like
I was
Aaron's
just
like
kinda- like I said,
has the
Because I've got a
just
black,
has
my feature wall right here is all black.
yeah, got you.
you got to put my logo behind you.
Like that.
Put my logo
So
and
if I
like.
stand
Logo
up
there.
again,
There we go. I'll send it to you.
Hang on.
And then
Oh,
the QR, have a
stay
QR
still.
code. Yeah, have a QR code so people can scan you. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so where are we at here?
If you guys were wondering, the poster right behind me has two guys for the raid in it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that because I know William will. Yeah, and Aaron's with me on that.
Now I'm
Oh.
jealous, Brad. I want that poster now.
That's not it's not for the raid. It's for Beyond Skyline, but both Eco and Yayan are in it, so that's making the connection that way. Oh, trust me, when we get to the alley fights, like I will definitely make it raid references when we get there.
This is right
Yeah,
after
how much-
Roddy Piper retired for the first time. He retired like 3 times and went to Hollywood. He never hit it as big as he did here, though.
And he wasn't that old when he passed. He was only like 61, wasn't he?
61 when he died. He predicted his own death. He predicted he wouldn't live to see 65 because of the way the wrestling culture was.
Yeah.
And a lot of the people from his generation of wrestlers, in order just to stay on the roster, because there's no health care, there's no nothing, they did a lot of things to their body that as your body aged, they couldn't take. Like there was a lot of people who got off of the roids and painkillers, but the enlarged hearts and all that kind of stuff, that once you get older and your body starts to change, that damage starts to come through. That's what happened to the Road Warriors. Road Warriors and Hawk and Animal both died early. But if you look at that, they had done so much to their bodies throughout their careers that it just caught up to them. Same thing with Ultimate Warrior. Ultimate Warrior died at 54 years old. Neither Road Warrior made it to 60. I mean, he made it to, it's like, so when you look at somebody like Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, guys that are, in their 70s and stuff, it's like, that's a rare occurrence now. It's sad. Both British Bulldogs are dead. I mean, it's like, so for Roddy Piper, he's like the blueprint of getting out of wrestling when you can. But these modern day wrestlers, there's a lot of rules in place where they can't do those things, and they're treated better. And you also have AEW to where you don't have to, there's another place to go if you can't, if you can't make it in you don't have to turn your body into a chemical plant just to stay on one company. There's other companies you can go to, so that kind of stress isn't there for them. And no, we're not watching Requiem for a Dream on here. There's just
by the
2
way,
scenes in there.
But talk about wrestling. I've edited that list in the Discord to add wrestling.
Yeah. I
You
saw
can
that.
have like a full stream of
Yeah,
talking about wrestling.
I pen your message to that channel, so anybody who wants to see that can. That's a pretty good suggestion that you had there.
Because I know that,
Yeah,
William wanted to talk about the soft ground wrestling.
Yeah, I kind of forced that shit in wherever I want. Like, hey, we're talking wrestling now.
Aaron, that list was like 25 entries on there, so that's we could like maintain that we could like run through the rest of the year with that list, like doing this like 1 a week with that.
All right, so I'll be right back. We'll start this. This is the setup part. A lot of the setup and they're starting to set the stage for things. And this is a short movie, but it does pick up. Once it picks up, it's like bam, bam, bam.
Oh, it's shorter than I thought. I thought it's I remember it being like 104. It's actually 94, so it's about 10 minutes shorter.
Yeah, it's an hour and a half.
Yeah. I don't know how it slipped by me because I've seen They Live, many times. Fort says my body is a lethal unregistered weapon. Okay. I don't know if I want to read too much into that, but okay.
What's cool, Aaron, is like I'm sure you know who Road Warrior and Hawk were, right? The wrestlers.
Yep.
When I first moved up back to Missouri here, we the Rams were still here, and they drafted James Laurinaitis, one of the sons of those guys. So I got to learn a lot more about the wrestler. I forgot which was his dad, and it was it. Maybe William knows. Do you know that was Joe?
I think so, because his brother, unfortunately, is a scumbag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Laurinaitis.
Laurinaitis, who's going to end up flipping on Vince McMahon, and how that situation is going. But
I can see that from a mile away. It's going to happen. He's going to rat Vince out just so he can stay out of prison.
He doesn't have a choice. he's going to get. Who wants to be brought up on federal charges for Vince McMahon? Not me.
Yep.
Yeah, I look it up. His dad was Joe. He died at 60, which is pretty young.
But the thing is, that's what Roddy said. He pretty much most wrestlers will, in his generation and older, will pass away in their 60s, which is like crazy. You hear of the 27 Club, and now you got like with the wrestlers the 60 plus club.
Yeah, sadly, that happens with a lot of American football players too. Like you'll see these guys that played in the 40s and 50s live to be like 80 something, and a lot of the like modern ones, 50s and 60s. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, because your shelf life isn't especially if you're not a quarterback, or if you're a quarterback or a wide receiver, it's different. But the majority of people who play football are linemen, tackles, guards, people who collision. I mean, they're constantly being collision. Running backs, if you're in the collision business of it, you're doing things to your body that just just to keep yourself on the field, but that does catch up to you.
It's safer to be a quarterback or a kicker. I know with the NFL, they normally try and recruit Aussies to become kickers because of their AFL.
Yeah, they have that whole international program that they have going on.
Oh yeah, I think it's just started right now. That academy here in Australia to try and get more Aussies playing gridiron. I wouldn't be surprised in the next few years we end up having a professional league here, because what the NFL is doing is really trying to push gridiron here in Australia. So we could be having another football code here.
Yeah, the Bears just drafted this punter named Tory Taylor, who's from Melbourne.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. By the way, Aaron, also, as I got Keith David's filmography up here in his Wikipedia, it just kind of run through a lot of it. He's done like 80 million movies and shows over the years, but he one that really kind of stands out to me in his early career, he did like 2 years after this. I do like it, but the guy he did it with is kind of a pain in the ass. Seriously, it was Marked for Death with Steven Seagal. So I wonder what that was like. It's like that's Seagal back when he was actually trying. It's one of his good ones, but he's also, again, he's notorious for not being pleasant, to put it gently.
Oh,
he
yeah.
played Spawn in the animated series, didn't he?
Yeah, I used on the HBO show. And that's if you haven't seen that, that's a really good encapsulation of the comic. It's better than the movie. It's substantially better than the movie. And I've interviewed him a while back, so I'm very proud of that. I've interviewed both Spawns. I've interviewed live action Michael Jai White and the animated Keith David. So I will.
That's pretty cool.
I will always brag about that. I did release like
Fingers,
I did.
fingers crossed you get to interview another Spawn when eventually
yeah.
that gets
Yeah, when that
made.
gets made in 10 to 20 years. Look, I'm looking at a little bit like what are some career highlights of Keith David's. Let's see. Oh, he actually was in the original Roadhouse, but that's a he's like a blink and you miss it in that. They kind of he's not significantly in that, but it's there, so it's still great. Oh, but yeah, The Thing, as we watched last week. What else? Braddock missing Ash 3, so he did one with Chuck Norris. He also did one with Scott Adkins and Kung Lee and Marco Zaror a while back. I actually did a few interviews for that called Savage Dog. Yeah, what else? Transporter 2, isn't that with Jason Statham? Yeah, I was just running like through the whole like here's a highlight, here's a highlight, here's a highlight. Yeah, Quick and the Dead. Like I said, I think that was probably one of the first ones I saw him in. See, Armageddon, I remember that. There's something about Mary. I remember that part. I remember that part.
Yeah.
About Mary, the whole is it the Frank or the Beans? That whole unfortunate accident Ben Stiller has.
Hey, looking back at his filmography, one of the first things I might remember him from is Men at Work. I was real little, and that movie Volcano.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that's actually, I actually had that up on Disney Plus the other night because I would look because Disney Plus has some very not Disney things on there now. I mean they got stuff on there because they own Fox, so they got that whole library. So they've got pretty good amount of R-rated stuff on there now. That specifically isn't, but still it's not what you would think of when you think of Disney. And yeah, fourth, just please come on, man. We'd love to hear it.
Yeah.
If you get the link or whatever like the issue we're dealing with there was.
Right. When I had Disney Plus for the first time a couple of years ago, I used my VPN to look at what they have in Canada, and the Canadian Disney Plus has Hot Shots on it, which I thought was hilarious.
Oh no, I don't know if I mentioned
this. That's pretty cool.
No, they have. Well, this is not cool, but they have Freddy Got Fingered on Disney Plus now.
What?
Yes. What? I'm not saying it's one of their like Hall of Fame entries, but it's there.
How does that film even get mentioned on this show?
We were mentioning it was going through Keith David.
And not only that, it's gotten us kicked off of the air. To add insult to injury.
I was going through Keith and Vince mentioned. So yeah, that's on Disney Plus now, and there's some very. I mean, I would be surprised if They Live is on there, now, because they got some very not.
Wouldn't They Live be on Peacock? Because movie.
I'll be right back, guys. I got to get some eat. Oh, by the way, hey, Vince, you there? Kids, I can't see you. I don't have you on my screen. Robert Burnett is confirmed for Comic-Con.
Oh, awesome!
We will be meeting and we will be doing a full interview with him at Comic-Con. So I just got that notification.
That's awesome.
That's two guaranteed ones I have, and I got some more feelers out there. But like I said, and we're actually going to sit down somewhere. It's not going to be me, with a microphone up there. We're actually going to sit down. I offered to buy him dinner or lunch so that we can sit down and not feel rushed. He accepted that offer, so we will have him.
Yeah, whatever content you do, I'll try to have it up like within like a day, just so it strike when the iron's hot, during Comic-Con.
Okay.
Just try to add a little flair to it or whatever. And
that's awesome, man.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna get some meat. I'll be back.
All right. good to know. I just had to get that in there. Hey, how's it going, Antonio?
Yeah, I mute myself a lot because I'm moving my mouse around on here, making sure the stream's not screwed up.
Gotcha, man. Let's see. Yeah, looking up a little bit more of Keith David's career highlights here. Like, let's see, the replacements. A lot of people dig that one a lot. It's like I'm okay. It's weird because I remember seeing that. It's like the bulk of it. It's like I'm kind of like on, but like the opening and the ending of the replacements. It's like those I really dig for whatever reason. So
I really enjoy the replacements, but it's also because I absolutely love American football, and that's kind of loosely based on the '87 strikes.
Yeah,
so
yeah, I
a lot of realism there. And as a 3-year-old, I got to meet most of the replacement players for the Minnesota Vikings. So I don't really remember it a whole lot.
Cool.
Being 3.
Yeah, what else is he done here? Let's see. So yeah, Requiem for a Dream. I think that's why fourth. Is that why you suggested it? Fourth suggested what you Requiem for a Dream is. Yeah, that'd be. That's really like up our alley.
Oh man, I'll tell you what, that movie's a mind F.
Yeah,
watch.
yeah. Because it's about drug addiction. I mean, it's really. I mean, it's to really boil it down. Yeah. So, yes, there's a link at the top. And yeah, you guys, we got. If you want to climb aboard, so I think we've sent out the StreamYard link to the usual panelists. So if you want to climb aboard, hop on. Yeah, let's see what else is. No, yeah, LA cops with a riot gear in LA. Yeah, oh, this is like. I wonder how this will play differently now. Like with anything with cops in Los Angeles now probably plays way differently than it did back in '88.
Oh yeah. Remember the Rodney King riots?
And that was
I think that's
like
when
4
everything
years
changed after that.
Yeah, yeah. And that was like 4 years after this movie was released.
Yeah.
I forgot he was in the Chronicles of Riddick.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm looking at that right now. So you say, yeah, Chronicles, for with the character Imam, like I said, Transporter 2, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Yeah, we actually did the watch party for Justice League New Frontier a couple months ago, and he was the voice of the Center in that. The big creature in that, the Center. What else you got? He's on. Yeah, he's been in everything. He's been so prolific. He's Death at a Funeral with Chris Rock. I remember that. That's pretty funny. He's got.
Yeah, I bet he wants to forget about Gamer. That was such a. I don't know. I like Gerard Butler, but I really didn't like that movie.
He was just recently in the League of Super Pets. He was the voice of Dog L of Crypto's father. And he's got coming up Mufasa the Lion King, where he's voicing this character Masego. Okay. I really hope that's more memorable than the remake they did, because that one just bored me to tears. When I took my nephew to see that, it came out around his birthday. My family and we took him to see The Lion King. It's like the Gus Van Sant Psycho of like Disney remakes, because it's so just beat for beat. And the dialogue is so verbatim from the original. They might as well just like have just taken the audio from the original and just put it over the new one. So yeah, I hope this prequel ends up being adding something new to it.
He was in 21 Bridges, which is something I've always needed to go back and watch.
Yeah, I'll get with Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. That was pretty good. Pretty good cop movie. He was pretty good in that.
He was
Although
in
that-
Night School, which is a Tiffany Haddish and Kevin Hart movie,
Yeah,
which
I remember seeing it. Yeah,
I thought it was
Yeah,
pretty funny, to be honest.
yeah. That was when I started actually kind of because Kevin Hart took a while to kind of grow on me. So that was when I started. It was around when he did Jumanji. That's when I was like, okay, he's finally kind of tickling my funny bone now.
Yeah, I kind of relate to him because I'm only like 5'6.5". So being a short person, it's like
Oh, did you watch the roast of Tom Brady? Man,
No,
that was so funny.
it's like 3 hours long, right?
Well, they
I
usually
might
tend to
watch
do.
it.
Oh, it'll go really fast when you watch it. But it's really funny though. There's a lot of short jokes.
Yeah, going back to Keith David, what else is he? This is like looking at some of his voice stuff here too. Oh, I didn't know this. He actually was well, it's been it was Keith the handyman on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood from '83 to '85. God, it's been so long since I ever watched Mr. Rogers. I was a little kid when I first saw that, and that ran for like
Mr. Rogers.
40.
Mr. Rogers was never shown here in Australia.
Oh, really?
No.
That's amazing. I thought that was like really international.
If you want to get a feel for like how people felt about him, that Tom Hanks movie.
Yeah, that cast there pretty well.
Yeah.
Well, and of course they cast Tom Hanks as Mr. Rogers because it's like, well, who's like the closest, who other than Mr. Rogers is the closest to Mr. Rogers that we can grab, and it's like, oh yeah, it's Tom Hanks.
We had Sesame Street, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I don't think we ever had Reading Rainbow though.
Sesame Street, I know that. I know that annoys William. That's like I know it annoys William because my intro to LeVar Burton was never through Star Trek. It was through Reading Rainbow.
That's all right.
Well, no, because I remember like catching I'd be like channel surfing as a kid and like see him on Next Generation, even though I wasn't avidly watching Star Trek. But I see him like, oh, that's the Reading Rainbow guy.
There's nothing wrong with that. Like if you grew up in the 70s, you might associate it more with Roots.
Yeah.
But hey, however you get introduced to something is, it's like you're what, 30? You're late 30s, right, Brad?
Yeah, I'm 37.
Yeah, I'm 40, so we're pretty much around the same there. Really, as far as like introductions.
Hey, I was born the same year as this movie came out.
The same year what?
The same year as They Live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This actually also probably was my intro to Roddy Piper too. First time I saw They Live was my intro to Roddy Piper. Okay, put on the glasses, dude.
I'm pretty sure I saw this on TV the first time, like playing on some network.
Oh God, how edited was it?
I don't remember.
Was it? That could actually be one we could add to Aaron's list. Is like edited for TV, like nonsense, like with the way they'll like what's the stupidest like way they've like replaced an F-bomb with something. And my thing about it is I don't mind if you have to if you're trying to be conscientious of younger viewers or just maintain like, okay, here's where we like cut it off, and like late night is when like the adult language we will permit that. But if you're gonna dub over, I mean, at least replace it with stuff that people actually say in real life.
Yeah.
I mean,
the way I
go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was gonna say the way I prefer it is, I don't know if you've watched the videos that I've edited.
Yeah,
you guys.
Well, yeah.
I just prefer just to like cut the the sound out at that point. So you know what the person's saying, but you're not actually hearing it, I guess. Instead of adding some like fart joke or like
Yeah.
some noise or whatever. It's like I don't know if you remember the Bloodhound Gang, but their edited
Oh
version
my
of
god.
Fire Water Burn. When they
Yeah.
say they
Oh
had a
my
bunch
god,
of
I
doggy
remember that.
noises instead of like
They had
or
Aw.
whatever.
one, and this might be this dude, of course, is in a little bit of hot water right now. But when I listened to the soundtrack for the '98 Godzilla, there was "Come With Me" on it with Puff Daddy and Jimmy Page, which great song regardless of some of the issues he's having right now. But so whenever he would like swear in it, what they would do, it was actually really clever. He in the edited version they would swear and they were replaced. They have a Godzilla roar over it. So he said like F this, F that, and they would have like cut in a Godzilla roar. That was actually a pretty clever way to do it.
And it goes along with the theme of the movies.
Yeah. He's seeing everything for what it is now. Stay asleep, obey, but do not question authority.
Yeah, I've always looked at this movie as talking about like the consumerism allegory.
Yeah, this is it's kind of like because this is the whole idea of like the red pill like a decade early. The whole thing with the sunglasses. And seeing Mr. Skullhead there.
Oh. And there's even like freaking T-shirts about on this based on this movie for
Yeah.
the Obey.
Yeah.
Which is pretty funny because it's all about consumerism and you're buying a bloody T-shirt. It's no different to all those people who buy Che Guevara T-shirts.
Yeah. Or people who talk about Fight Club because you're not allowed to talk about Fight Club, and I'm violating talking about Fight Club. I talk about Fight Club and telling you can't talk about Fight Club, so I have to tell you can't talk about Fight Club as I'm talking about Fight Club.
Yep.
And I wonder if it's like I can't think offhand if I have, but I'm pretty sure I've there's got to be like some as far as like cosplay from like They Live, like people as with the alien faces on. I can't think offhand of any instances, but I'm sure probably like I could venture to just like pass somebody like and just like not glance who's done one. It's like just not committed to memory, whatever. But I'm sure I'm gonna look out for that the next convention close to me is in about 2 months. That I'm gonna check out over the weekend in August. So I'm gonna check out see if there's really watch out for any They Live cosplayers.
You should record some footage or something. We could use it.
Yeah, the movie. I hope they let me because that's the thing too. Because I've been ones I've been to, where it's like they don't mind you recording, but except that when you're at like a booth, and they the merchants there don't want you like shotting their what they're selling or anything like this. That's when they say, okay, put up the camera.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
That's weird because
this is
wouldn't
branded
you
wherever.
be like doing free advertisement for them?
Yeah, I found that kind of counterintuitive, but I didn't want to get thrown out, so I put my phone away. I think I'd happened like when I was at TampaCon in 2015. That was where it first, and that had like the cosplayers I saw there. It's like there was like a live action Groot, like the best Groot I've ever seen. I mean, this guy made it out of like latex and foam rubber, and it was I mean, really was like it was like the best like non CGI you could do. There were tons of like Darth Vaders, and I saw a couple of. There was one guy I saw as Frankenfurter. One dude we ran into was like he. This is actually right after the Daredevil show had come on Netflix. He was Matt Murdock one because it was over that weekend. He was Matt Murdock one day, and then he was the ninja suit Daredevil the next day, and then he was the horns the third day. So he went all out with that.
Cool.
There's some Cobra Kai guys there. This is about 3 years before Cobra Kai started, but they still had the Cobra Kai. One of my favorite ones. I'm trying to see if I could pull up this picture at some point, but I think my favorite one I saw there. It was the guy. He was Jim Carrey in Liar Liar, and it's when he's when he's trying to say the pen is blue, and he's like written blue all over his face, and he took a picture like that of it. So I tried to see if I could dig up that picture because that really made me. He said I was the first guy who understood what he was cosplaying as.
But that's a pretty iconic moment in Jim Carrey's film history. So
yeah, William would probably be a. He'd probably
you're
like
a major Jim Carrey fan, like what we are, we'll know.
Oh yeah. Actually, but and not just the aliens too, but also like probably like just Roddy Piper. He'd be a pretty easy one to do because you just need just like the plaid blue shirt and sunglasses and like a blonde wig. You'd probably do pretty good. They Live Roddy Piper cosplay. Hell, I might try that. This one coming up. I probably
and you'll be so comfortable too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been telling people in this game that I play, this MMO, it's like, hey, you guys should stop by to our watch parties. I don't think anybody's shown up yet, sadly.
They'll get here.
Yeah.
Actually, my mom has told me a couple. She's pulled up. She's gone back and like watched a lot of streams after the fact that we've done. So, no, I've had family who are kind of tuning in too.
Yeah, I try to show my dad this stuff, and him being 85, I don't mean the movie, but just the stuff we're doing, he doesn't really get it.
Spidey, how's it going, man? Want to hop on? Just hop on the StreamYard link, man. It's like the way they handle police in this movie too. Also, it's like it's interesting to look at through the prism of history. Yeah, it kind of dates a little bit too. Do cops even revolvers anymore? I don't think they. Okay. Yeah, because we hadn't seen the chat in a few days, man. But yeah, so okay, it's just catch us next time, man. But yeah, thanks for stopping in. Yeah, if I think about it now, this would actually be a pretty easy cosplay to pull off. It's like just get that plaid shirt, the wig, the sunglasses, nightstick, and shotgun.
Damn it! Now a second's got me one a michelada.
Oh, here it comes. Here comes the iconic line in a second here. And kick ass, and I'm out of bubblegum.
I'll show you something, Brad.
What's that?
This is how much I love this TV show and the movies.
Oh yeah, Cobra. Yeah. Yeah, because too. I don't think I had. Do I? No, I do have a Cobra Kai shirt around here. I'll have to dig it out, but yes, of course, we all live by that philosophy.
Not just that.
Yeah, more. Miyagi. Oh, so you're going like you're cross training. You're doing Miyagi and Cobra Kai. You're covering your bases there.
Yep.
You strike first, but you do show mercy. So that's the kind of the balance between Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do. No, leave that guy alone. He's human. Okay, see you later, Spidey. Yeah, we heard the best line a minute ago.
Yeah, I got the watch party that started it all here.
Oh yeah, oh yes, that timeless.
Oh, you kidding me?
It's and the one that united us with Ruth too, by
Yep.
some weird stroke of fate. That's like, just like of all the things, I bet like William, like when you heard that, it's like of all the things that could have like brought somebody into the Sci-Fi Center family, Howard the Duck was not what he had on his bingo card for it.
Nope.
I love it. She probably thought, "Oh my god, what the hell is this?" I'm gonna keep checking out this freak show.
Oh, is this with this Duck Nookie and and the principal from Ferris Bueller? Yeah.
That's.
Ooh,
Was that Jeffrey Jones?
In Howard the Duck, yeah. As
Yeah. Okay.
yes, he's the.
That sounded like you were in an airport or something.
Yeah, was that weird, man? And Aztec also got something for us, Aaron. Brad and Aaron, Warner Brothers is hosting a test screening for Mortal Kombat 2 this Tuesday. Too bad tickets sold out. I've always wanted to go to a test screening for something. I've never. I've always wondered, like, what is it? What does it take to get to one of those?
Yeah.
I always thought that'd be so cool. I hope they have a.
It's probably going to be someplace in LA or something.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
You'd think it would be like somewhere here in Australia since it's filmed here.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
But they obviously send all the dailies in America.
Yeah.
Straight away after filming.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, Vince. It's like I was kind of the way I describe it is that it's going to be in Burbank. Yeah, the way I describe it is I liked it, but I wanted to love it. So it's like the middle section. It's like it's kind of hit and miss for me. It was like the beginning and the end with Scorpion and Sub-Zero. That's when it's kicking ass. That's when MK21. That's when it's on fire. So that's hopefully.
Yeah, I rewatched that end fight. I couldn't tell you how many times, especially when he's like,
yeah, that's awesome.
All of a sudden, he's speaking English. Get over here.
And we're gonna have Johnny Cage in there.
Yeah. Carl Urban, yeah, probably it's with that suggests it's going to be like a it's kind of a gruffer take on Johnny Cage. Probably not emphasizing the pretty boy angle so much. I know this on him for that, but just that kind of suggests to me that we're going to get maybe like a Wolverine kind of take on Johnny Cage with that beard. I wonder if they let him keep the beard and let him keep speaking his normal voice. That'd be kind of interesting if they did that with Johnny Cage.
But if you look at it realistically, a person like Carl Urban would be Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
Because he's more rough around the edges than that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, they could let him speak his normal speaking voice, because think about how many Australians are in Hollywood that you don't even know are Australian half the time, like Joel Edgerton. Like most of his roles, he's not speaking his natural speaking voice.
Or Russell Crowe. It's well known that he is.
Jet.
Go ahead, Aaron.
Well,
I am.
Kano is Australian.
Yeah, Josh Lawson. That guy. Yeah, that guy was hilarious. MK21.
Yeah, and they're resurrecting all the characters, as far as I know.
Yeah,
Sub-Zero is going to come back as Noob Saibot.
Noob Saibot, yeah.
Yeah, he actually does a lot of comedies in Australia. So
yeah,
I would hope that he's funny.
Well, that's I joke around with Ashley. I said we know because of him. That's why Johnny Cage is not in the first one, because that was nothing but comedy. Just one-liners. You had Johnny Cage and his take on Kano in MK21. It would have just been like just a nonstop.
Did y'all hear me okay? Did y'all hear me okay?
Yeah. Oh, okay. You're doing the Keith David voice.
Oh, you two motherfucker backstage in the chat. We're gonna have a problem, Brad. Goddamn motherfucker.
That's pretty good.
You know, I was kind of. I mean,
Oh.
I'm glad. I'm happy for Carl Urban that he got the role, but I was kind of
Yeah.
hoping for Mike Mazzatin, the Miz, to get it.
Yeah, people were kind of fan casting him.
Oh no. I personally would like an actual actor.
You want to
Goddamn mother.
Who was that, Aaron?
Personally, I would prefer an actual actor. But
Yeah.
I don't know whether he knows how to act or not.
Yeah.
And a big blockbuster movie like Mortal Kombat, I don't think that's a right thing for him to start with his acting career and doing. Maybe something smaller, like a TV show or something.
Yeah, I can see that. How's it going, Clint?
This woman has the glassiest blue eyes. I don't know what the heck, but she plays an awesome witch. She plays an awesome witch in the Lords of Salem.
Yeah. And by the way, I get with everybody hearing Fort's Keith David impression. I can, having interviewed him, I can confirm he does. Other than the profanity of that, he does. That's yeah.
What you talking about, brother?
He does really sound that. Yeah, he does really sound that smooth.
Traza.
Oh, come on. Will you guys never let me escape this scary movie nightmare?
Traza, motherfucker.
Like fun facts, right? With Mortal Kombat in the game, Kano used to be Asian.
Yeah.
And in the movie, the original movie, they had like an Aussie playing him, and then because the fact that it was so popular, and that they decided to retcon Kano as an Australian in the video game.
That's
Speaking of unfortunate people dying early, that actor I think was like 27 or 30 or
Yeah, he committed suicide.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Sorry.
Yeah, he was really on the way up. He was also on Jag. You know that TV show Jag?
Yeah.
He was really on the way up.
It wasn't from the scary movie, Brad, that I remember that from the commercials.
Yeah, same here,
but,
which is what they were making fun of.
Yes, yeah, but because it's in the scary movie, my mind goes there every time you bring it up, and you guys can't play dumb on this. Okay, you know exactly what you're doing when you like try to bring that joke up. Don't play all innocent here.
I was in another stream. I was just watching a stream, like one of the bigger channels or whatever, and people in the chat were saying, what's up to each other. So I don't know. I guess it depends on how you look at it.
Was it another stream, Dan?
Like Brad's trauma. Brad's reliving his trauma.
Vince is out there in other motherfucking streams. Betraying his own kind.
Last night a bit on the vodka stream, and like the conversation kind of floated to parodies, and and of course it got to scary movie.
I'm sorry. I saw the birth of a new Traw. It was Daw. I was on Haunted Hippie stream, and she typed in Dawn of the Dead because that was the watch party they were gonna do, and she didn't put the full thing. She put Daw. So the whole chat started going Daw, 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 and they started like, "That's our new call sign, Daw." I was like, "What the hell? We got Traw. Now we got Daw."
Well, we also got Traw, we got Flu, we got how many we
but now we have,
Center coined.
We got competition from a whole other channel doing a Daw.
By the way, speaking of micheladas, there's you can make non-alcoholic ones. About your blood pressure.
Alcoholic micheladas. Who makes those?
I was saying non-alcoholic. You can make it yourself.
Isn't that just called the B8?
Yeah, that's true.
Do we now have to start wearing like gang colors now? And fight the Java stream?
The Draws versus the Daws.
Yeah.
Is this gonna be like a Sci-Fi Center West Side Story?
Jets and sharks, and when you're a Daw, you are always a Daw. Come on.
Oh, we're getting there.
Although-
We are getting there. We're getting there to when I can just like link this to the raid. We're getting close.
See, I would love for They Live to be the spiritual successor to The Thing, as if The Thing got out and started assimilating other creatures, and this is the follow-up.
Ah, that could be like a really. I could see that being like evolving into like a pretty well thought out and universal kind of fan theory. I could see that.
I call it the fourth 1000 theory. So I should
Of
call it
course,
that.
yeah.
What about?
Oh, earlier when Aaron mentioned Sesame Street, I was going to mention another actor that seems immortal, and that's Frank Oz.
Yeah.
Frank Oz.
He plays Yoda, but he's been in all kind of different stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
if he's voiced an animal, you know, if there's an animal in animation that is required voicing, chances are he was the voice.
He's also directed too.
Howard the
But I can't remember.
He was what?
He's directed too, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah,
what he's
because I think he's
directed.
also been involved with like some like the Muppets stuff and things like that.
Did he do Howard the Duck?
God, I hope not.
No, he didn't
was-
voice Howard. I forgot that guy's name.
And I will also add
Oh.
Steve Owen to the list.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
seeing as you mentioned it, Howard the Duck's coming back in October.
He never left.
That's exactly. He
Hey.
never left. God.
Yeah, curious, Clint, if you volunteered to run that stream or not, because I did it once, man. Oh, I put in my duty.
I think William will find a way to make it happen.
Oh, I'll do it. I was just,
Yeah, they'll find a way to have all of the customers once in there during that stream.
Are we almost up to the greatest cinematic fight scene?
Oh yeah, we're getting here. We're just about there, man. Is almost there.
Oh man, seeing spots. Sneeze too hard.
Hey, Howard the Duck brought us all together.
Mm.
Yeah,
at least brought it to Ruth.
Bear witness.
Gotta love the anti-capitalistic movie this is.
What type of movie?
Yeah, here we go. Yes, here it goes. Here it goes.
Anti-capitalism.
Oh, okay.
William, you're back just in time for me to like.
But the LA fight.
Yeah.
This is me. I'm Roddy Piper versus William over here. William's Keith David. This might
Tell
be
you
my
what,
next
man,
visit.
your next visit to Vegas, we'll go ahead and reenact this. Let me know.
Okay. Just make sure you practice.
I've seen both of you. Neither one of you are going to be this way.
I'm dealing with all kinds of issues today. Sister Kim's just had to close down for the day because their air conditioner is going through the same thing as mine is. So
I hope they get a good
now I'm
one in
going to
there.
starve.
It's unfunny hot today, man.
It's fucked up. And like
It's
I said,
stupid hot.
we've
It's
been
like
dealing with
75.
we've been dealing with this for quite a while now because what caused our air conditioners to go out was not normal wear and tear stuff. It was actually catastrophic weather, which affects us both. So they're getting bids and doing whatever, and it's like, dude, it's summertime. We've been talking about this shit since last September, man. Come on. So
Is
we're
it
not happy.
like power related? Because everybody with things like that, if everybody uses the air conditioner at once, it pulls the power out, and everybody.
Well, we have rolling blackouts here in Vegas. That's I mean, I can deal with those. I'm used to those. But like I said, last September, everything is connected up on the roof, and what happened is everything got flooded out. It was a catastrophic. It was like a once in a lifetime situation, and that caused a lot of us in this plaza are dealing with the same issue. Some worse than others, but they have a kitchen, so it's going to be they're generating a lot of heat, and when you're doing that, you can't have people working there. So it kind of sucks.
So you
I got my
guys have
cool.
like
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
probably
that's it.
23 degrees out here.
William, you strike me as one of those people that never wear shorts.
I stopped wearing shorts when I joined the army because I saw what happened to my legs with wearing BDUs and stuff like that and knee pads. I really didn't want to have that done to me, but
Yeah.
no,
It's
My
only
girl
91
never.
here. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, my girl never dresses weather appropriate, but she'll complain. And I'm like, you got long sleeves and long like pants on. Just put some shorts on. It's hot.
it doesn't really help though. Shorts don't help because when I was in the Middle East, we would wear shorts on our off days. Just a lot of people, and it doesn't help. Shorts. If you're in 100 and some odd degrees, shorts don't do shit. Trust me.
Yeah.
But airflow
Inside with
is
a
your
air
friend.
conditioner and a fan blowing on me, and it's
Yeah.
still too
Oh,
hot.
wow.
Yeah, bringing.
See that,
Who's
Louis?
never
Some
seen this?
wrestling-
Aaron, have you
wrestling
never
moves
seen this
there.
before?
I'm gonna try to bite my
No.
hand like that.
Oh, Aaron, I didn't know we had any first timers on this one. Congratulations.
I've seen it a couple times, but it's been.
Yeah.
Well,
because
I saw it in the movies.
Yeah, I saw it when they did a re-release theaters last year, so that's when I got to see it at the theaters for the first time. Yes,
Yeah,
one of
Oh,
the all-time
shit.
greats.
I was 4 when this came out, so I didn't unfortunately get to see it in the theater.
Hey, Vince, I don't appreciate you bringing up how old you were and making Clint feel old. No, fucked up now.
Oh, it gets better.
I like the beer bottle part.
And
Yeah, I was gonna
see,
say it's 91 here, but man, that's like 50% humidity, so it might as well be 100.
yeah, I know what that feels like.
Well, it's currently 9 degrees here.
Yeah.
It's
You're in the
43 degrees here.
There you. I thought it was 110.
Celsius.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
God,
I got you.
he's got a big gash there on the back of his head.
This is me trying to convince women to sell anime at the Sci-Fi Center.
The cool thing is like, I mean, because this is revered, rightly so, is one of the best fight scenes of all time. But usually when you that title, you usually that classification usually goes to like fight scenes with disciplined fighters, and these guys are not. This is not like a martial arts fight.
Well,
these guys aren't trained fighters, but it's
well, one of them is Roddy Piper.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, he choreographed this. This is all him.
They should have, like,
his moves. The moves he uses are the same moves he used in the ring. He choreographed this whole thing, which was kind of cool.
I was gonna say this is like watching an 80s wrestling match.
They should have had like Wu Ping when the Matrix was coming out and do like a retrospective of what he thought of this action scene compared to the ones he did for the Matrix.
Yeah.
I would like to see him actually attempt to do a fight scene like this. How would he do it?
Yeah, he's doing. Look at these moves. He's doing. These are look at suplex.
Woo!
This is all. This is all Roddy Piper.
And a quick change out to a stunt double.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is exactly like the raid in that they've all involved people getting punched in the face. So there you go. I made the raid connection, as you all knew I would.
Wow,
Yeah,
you
purple
must make the great
shirt
connection
and
every
purple.
time you teach kids.
Oh yeah.
He's got a purple undershirt and a purple sweater too.
Yeah, kind of fit the aesthetic for gargoyles later on.
You know
I
what?
guess
You know
so.
what it reminds me more about is Roadhouse. The
Yeah,
fight
oh,
in
yeah.
Roadhouse.
Classic line.
Yeah,
Life's
I
a
can see that,
bit.
definitely.
Back in heat.
Their fight thing reminds me of like when you get in a fight with a friend, and
Yeah.
then you make up, or just even an enemy and you end up being friends afterwards.
Yeah, you're just
Yeah.
I look how they kind of the cat dragged in right here.
And by the way,
Yeah.
if anybody hasn't seen the Debt Collector, or there's two, the sequel's called Debt Collectors with Scott Adkins and Louis Mandylor. The second one has the two of them. They have an alley fight that is very clearly influenced by that. So plug that,
Nice.
check that out. Yeah.
I'll check that out. Oh,
You know that Indian movie that you sent me the trailer to?
Yeah,
last night
yeah.
I discovered that that it's on free on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, because I think probably because I've been waiting for them to put it like on streaming or home media, and apparently like it finally just aired on TV over there. So, yeah, I'm waiting on that. But yeah, because apparently it didn't do so hot, but which really sucked because it's like because I had a freaking blast with that. I loved it. So.
Oh, you know what? I was watching this video about like
Yeah.
Bollywood and that, and
Yeah.
they're pretty much this person saying that the Bollywood industry they're just not taking risks and that all that much anymore with films
Yeah.
and that, and they're pretty much most of the Bollywood films it's all cookie cutter, pretty much factory made stuff, and that's why a lot of people are watching like South Indian movies because they're actually taking risks. And the thing is, most people who are stuck watching, their mindset is stuck watching Bollywood films, only want to see what like the cookie cutter stuff. Then they're not the audience themselves aren't really taking risks all that much watching something outside of what the norm is. And that could be also a reason. It's just there's a certain section of the Bollywood audience. It's just not going outside the box and watching something like that. It's just there's a big frustration going in the Bollywood industry and that. And while you got Tamil Nadu and other Southern Indian films and that, they're like thriving and stuff. They even got deals on Netflix to put their films and that on there. It's like there's a mass deterioration of Bollywood films at the moment, and it's gotten so bad that they're actually trying to recruit South Indian directors to try and direct Bollywood films now.
Let's take a moment of appreciation how in the last scene Roddy Piper was built just like me.
Yeah, that sucks to hear, Aaron. Because that one really, I do. That's the one that's like maybe like that's on like DVD or like mainstream or whatever. It's like that'd be good for a watch party because I really big fan of Tiger Shroff and his body work, and that's probably my favorite he's done. So maybe that's part of the reason why it didn't really break out. But hopefully he'll have a second life here pretty soon.
Like a cult classic type situation.
Yeah. Trying to see what else. I'm gonna look back to some of Keith David's some of his other body work. Because God, he's been in freaking everything. I mean, he might be in Ghana Path for all I know. We didn't even. He just like made some kind of cameo in there, and like I was in the bathroom when it happened. Let's see. And see this. He voiced Black Panther on the Fantastic Four anime series. So that was one I was aware of. He was on an episode of Young Indiana Jones Chronicles. Gargoyles, like we said, voicing Goliath. Spawn, of course.
If this guy has a Watto under his jacket, is the guy that had Watto in Total Recall? Is that the same actor?
I think that might be, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, speaking of free movies on YouTube, that's one of the major benefits if you have YouTube Premium. None of those movies have ads.
Oh yeah, I can't go without YouTube Premium.
Yeah, I don't have it at the moment, but I miss it.
Slipknot. You wanna Slipknot and I think he was talking about the Twitch link. I was wondering if he's want to hop on that panel.
Well, that's why I was telling people, like, even if you're not like that familiar with Twitch, like you don't need an account. You only need an account if you want like notifications or you want to chat.
I'm not even logged into Twitch right now. Watching the movie there. So yeah, you could pull it up without having an account. Whatever.
Oh wow, he was in the Puppet Masters.
Keith David.
Yeah.
Okay, wasn't aware of that. What else? He was Solovar on the Flash TV show.
Oh, wow.
He was. What else has he done? Oh, he's also on Stargirl as Mr. Bones. The Masters of the Universe Revolution as Hordak. He was dark. He was Dark Side on the Harley Quinn animated series.
I would love to hear him give the same Ray Fisher speech, the dark side, all of existence shall be mine. But for Keith David.
I think you mean Ray Porter, but yeah, he probably would pretty the dark side.
Well, he was in the original Roadhouse.
Yeah. Like I said, it's like he's not like prominently in it, but he's there.
He's had a lot of titles, but like not like a solo hit movie where he like. Did he ever have a lead movie?
That's a good question. I think like this might be like kind of the closest thing to that.
He's like a coast. Or of course, he's second billing probably to Roddy Piper. Maybe he makes more because he's an established actor, and Roddy's kind of like doing a one-off. But
he also he was the narrator of the Bible miniseries from about 10 years ago. From what Downey did.
Oh wow. He was in Reality Bites. I love that movie.
Or from Something About Mary.
Yeah, of course. Well, of course, that's with that hilarious accent that Ben Stiller has with the zipper.
And then he was randomly in Armageddon.
Wow, how did you get the news about the Frank?
my wife's a dentist. She can handle it. She can help you with these things. What? How does that figure?
Yeah.
Shoot. And the guy that plays a homeless person doesn't he always play a homeless person like in multiple other movies? I know there's an actor that does that. He's like a homeless
typecast as a homeless guy.
Yeah, he's always the same kind of Darno here type, like same voice and everything. I think we just watched a movie that had him in it.
Like that homeless guy, and what was his name? Red and Back to the Future.
Red and Back to the Future. Yeah, you know what? That's what is it him?
I'll have to look. I'll have to check.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Man, he's been in a lot of stuff.
This reminds me of the Halloween where he's like, "Evil dies tonight."
We need the BFGs.
Trying to figure out how. Now we start spilling some blood.
May 4th.
Yeah.
I just looked it up, and I was only using him as an example, but that's the same actor that played Red in Back to the Future. His name's George Buckflower.
George Buckflower?
Like Buck? I guess he had a few middle names or something. Oh, it's a nickname. Never mind.
He did multiple So he's in Back to the Future in this movie, right?
Yep.
Okay, I know. Like Ray Lettermina prattled off like 4 movies he played the same home.
Yeah, that's. I would say it's funny, but I don't know if it's funny, haha, or funny, sad. But I was looking at his filmography, and he was in a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to be in a TV show called Duster. It's going to be made by J.J. Abrams.
Oh, so he's finally returning to the game, huh? Because JJ hasn't really done much since Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. I mean,
Spent that $220.
Say again?
I say he probably ran through all that $250 million he got from Warner Brothers.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be on Max. It's going to be on Max. This TV show.
Yep. He doesn't direct anymore. Really, he's
it's been
like 5
American
years.
crime thriller television series created by J.J. Abrams and Latoya Morgan. It's due to air on Max. The first black female FBI agent teams with the getaway driver to take down a major crime syndicate operating in the Southwest in 1922. And he's going to be playing a role called Ezra. And he's part of the main cast too, so fingers crossed this works for him.
Well, that's.
Oh, it's going to have Josh Holloway in it from Lost. He played Sawyer.
Now, I was kind of curious about what Slipknot's bringing up. Does StreamYard have a way to add like a digital clock, like as an add-on from when we do these?
No, you mean to like talk about like where in the movie you are?
Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
StreamYards does not, that I know of. I know Streamlabs does, but it's kind of complicated to do. I could have what you could do is add a window, like add a like we have our faces on the screen. I could add a window to where it's like you could share the screen and do it like that maybe.
Yeah, I could probably do it on OBS, but I kind of when we have the movie, I don't really like any obstructions on it,
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Or we could, like I said, I could literally just add, I could add another face to the screen and just have it, But like I said, StreamYard is basic. Stream OBS it can do all that stuff, but I don't want to have to be a rocket scientist to run the stream. So it's like,
yeah, I'm self-taught with it because of my gaming. I learned most of it through game streaming, but you can do so much with it besides gaming.
And it's the app. The only thing about OBS and Streamlabs, it's the absolute worst for groups like this. We can't do it through them. Anybody I know that uses StreamYard and OBS, they don't do their group streams like this with them.
Right.
It's really difficult.
Well, you can use something like Video Ninja, but then you have to send out the link every it's a little bit more complicated.
Yeah,
but this is so easier just to send somebody like the same link.
George Buckfire was also he did a lot of George what's it called, John Carpenter movies. Even The Fall. He's a Mac in me.
Yeah. Now, see, everybody else. I need to point out. See, this also proves that they live. See, they're in a hallway right now in a narrow corridor. They're sneaking around there to find a way to the top to fight the bad guys, which also shows that they live exactly like the raid.
Always somehow back to the raid.
Stretch.
Never
Well, like I
change,
said-
bro.
You know what these hallways remind me of?
What's that?
Austin Powers.
Oh yeah, I was thinking that too when he tries to turn around that one cart and he gets like stuck between the walls, so it's going like 2 inches like like that.
Would you like some orange sherbet?
No, the best
And the
friend
guard
is the one
runs and tries to give him the orange sherbet.
no, with the guy when he's on the steamroller and the one guard, no, and he's like a football field away, and the steamroller's like coming like 2 miles an hour at him, and he stands there.
And Austin Powers is going, oh.
That's a
That's hilarious. What would an alien invasion need with America or money?
Well, I think it's just showing that the money equals power, and that's how you're going to control the populace without just killing them instead.
Yeah, so you got to get the money first. Then you get the money, you get the power.
Oh, there is allegory all over, but yeah.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Star Trek. What's God need to do with a spaceship?
We don't talk about that movie, Aaron.
What movie is it that we don't talk about?
Star Trek 5. What is it? The final Undiscovered Country. No.
That's Final Frontier.
Final Frontier. That's what I was going to say first, and then
Was there a Star Trek movie about whales?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
it's
voice
best
on
one.
Star Trek 4.
Is that a good movie? I vaguely remember. I was like, I vaguely remember
That's
that.
one of the better ones. That and Star Trek 6.
Basically, every even Star Trek movie is good.
exactly. Clint.
I think Final Frontier was the one that Bill Shatner directed.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then Michael Dorn plays his own like great grandfather.
No, that's 6. That's
it is 6. You're right.
That's Undiscovered Country, where he plays Kirk's lawyer.
Yeah, that's something I've heard from a lot of Star Trek fans is that a lot of Star Trek fans say that the even numbered Star Trek movies tend to be the best.
Yeah, this guy would have made a great Calvin Candy if he was in Tarantino's Django.
There's only one bad one though. 5 is the bad one. 3, Search for Spock was pretty good. I mean, I wish they could have got Kirstie Alley back, but she had moved on to Cheers by then.
I think also because they I think they tend to kind of cite that because the first even one is Wrath of Khan, which is often cited as like one of the best, if not the best. So that tends to be sort of a lot of the basis for that argument. I think.
Yeah.
Because Star Trek: The Motion Pictures is a masterpiece. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh, visually, yeah. The story, it's all right.
I even thought the story was. I mean, Vidra. I want to see Vidra again. To be honest with you.
And Roddenberry absolutely hated Wrath of Khan.
But what did he think of Galaxy Quest?
He was dead. He died like 8 years before that movie came
out. Okay. Oh, Aaron's like, I'm annoying Aaron with that too.
I love Galaxy Quest, but as its own movie.
Yeah. I love it, but it's not.
It's when you put it in the same sentence as Star Trek. You basically
it made it. The poll said that Star Trek fans counted.
Fuck about that poll.
You need to
the poll done by people who probably done the most damage to Star Trek. That's who that poll who participated in that poll. So I don't give a fuck about those people.
Just like I used to like the Orville until the anti-fan started using it against New Trek.
Yeah, I mean,
if They Live Where Real would actually sell out to the other side.
What was that?
I said, if They Live Where Real, would you sell out to the other side?
Oh, would you sell out to the aliens?
Yeah. We wouldn't do it for air conditioning. We all know that.
Do it for coffee.
They'll bring a Sister Kim's burger to put a little cherry on top of the deal.
That's a good
All
deal.
you gotta do is bring frappuccinos.
To be honest with you, the
Black
way this
pepper.
movie doesn't make as much sense as its paranoia actually says it should, because if they're so high tech, they wouldn't really have to con us. It's not like V where they were coming to eat us. They only wanted what they were doing in this movie wasn't anything that was that benevolent. They weren't really hurting anybody. You see what I mean? And if they could have made a better case than just trying to hide shit, they were, everybody's like the guy said, don't you want to have it good? Don't we deserve to have it good? You could have made that case to the populace, and people would have sold out, even without the being usurped like this. So yeah, it's a little bit more of a now. If they were like, we're gonna eat you,
That's a
different thing.
Well, that's not even
This
really
has-
selling out. That's just a transaction. That's just like you scratch our back, we scratch yours.
But yeah, I mean, especially in the 80s.
But they're supposed to be making the landscape a living hell for the middle and lower class people. That's why. That's
Well,
the
we do
goal.
that already. We're doing that without aliens.
Yeah, it's true.
So
Yeah,
we
That
would've
is
done
unfortunately true.
Yeah, so the majority of us it would have been the same thing, and it was just the people who would have sold out would have just been richer.
I would have sold out for that
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah.
That's some Dick Tracy type shit.
Oh yeah, Dick
Look at
Tracy.
that
back
80s
in-
hair.
that-
Look at that
back in
80s
the
hair,
30s,
boy.
That Dick Tracy back in the 30s has the watch that has like the comm link in it that we don't have now. But
Uh, all you need is the watch. You can just teleport into a bank vault and be gone.
So like Jumper?
Yeah.
yeah.
This has
I
the best
teleport.
montage.
You had the what?
I said this has the best ending montage.
Oh yeah. Hey babe, what's wrong?
What's wrong, baby?
They have the guns of perpetual bullets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those don't even have magazines in them right now.
Yeah, I was wondering when somebody was going to notice that. His has a
Five
short
rounds.
magazine in it.
This must
They both
annoy
have short
William.
magazines, but
to see that.
they've already fired off their rounds.
Say again, Aaron.
I said this must annoy William. See this.
No, they got 10 mag rounds. They've already fired more than 10 rounds. So there you go.
So, William, I don't know shit about guns. Those are mags in those guns, or what's
Yeah,
a
there's
clip?
magazines. Those are M16 A2s with
Well, they're supposed to be
top 10 round
magazines
mags.
there, but there aren't now. But they still fire bullets.
And what's a clip? That goes in a
That's a clip. The
handgun.
whole magazine's a clip.
The
Yeah,
magazine
it's
is a.
term. Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
another
just
term.
a slang term.
So if I reload a handgun, that's also a magazine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's
So are
automatic.
these like
Well, it depends if it's a
Military
revolver or
weapons
a semi-auto.
Okay. Yeah. I mean the one that goes in the handle. Is that not?
Yeah.
What's that, Aaron?
Yeah.
It's a clip.
are they like military type weapons?
Okay. Ghostbusters props.
Yeah, are those military grade?
Yeah,
I
those are
know,
all
they'll be more-
M16s.
Yeah, those be more.
Those
weapons,
are
but
short
yeah.
rounds, though. I mean, if you were guarding something, you'd probably have probably on at least a 20 round clip.
Are we going to address that they're using PKE meters from Ghostbusters?
80s, Easter eggs.
All right,
So
now they're on semi.
Yeah, it's still
So
with
do
no
they still
magazine.
use that type of guns?
Those are 3-round bursts. He just shot a 3-round burst, so he doesn't have.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
why the
so
Army always. They actually took the auto function off of the MC. Yeah, right there, they're out of bullets. That's why the Army took off the automatic function off the M16s, because soldiers are just wasting bullets trying to be like on the movies. You know? They have them
So does
reloaded.
the US,
Retro
does
Nintendo
the
video.
US Army still use M16s?
Yeah.
Or have they gone?
They use M16s. Most of them use MP4s or AR-15s now. But like I said, they have magical clips right now, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, you could make
They
the
just shot-
argument that the one part there where you stick the clip into, it's like that's kind of short. Okay, they have short clips in there that still have like packing like 500 rounds.
At least if you're not going to have them reload, just have them pick up the people they shoot's gun.
If you want to watch a gunfight with M16s and AR-15s and weapons that are done right, Heat. 1995 Heat. the way they shoot and reload in the middle of a gunfight, that's the way it's really done.
Ironically,
These guys are on full. Oh yeah, now you're gonna throw away the gun.
I was gonna say, ironically, no war movie does it right, right? Okay, that made me mad. That was Pete's last.
David, that's like no, that's unacceptable.
Had to kill a black guy that way. See,
And he made it to the end. He didn't get done like that black dude in Jurassic Park. Didn't make the credits.
Oh, you're talking about the guy at the beginning in the raptor pit?
Shoota!
I thought at first you were talking about Sam Jackson at first. Like, no, he died at the end.
You hear they filmed his scene? Well, they're getting ready to film his scene, but the Hawaii storm prevented it. But he had a whole scene planned out.
Where Sam Jackson gets attacked?
Yeah, it dies. I had the storyboards in a book that I bought. I was like, what the hell?
I think that ended up working out for the best because it's such a nice jump scare where it's like his arm comes down and she thinks it's him and then his arm off. Yeah.
Even to Steven Spielberg, when something doesn't work out, he makes it work out in a better way. Like the shark in Jaws.
Like the shark in Jaws is a total freaking nightmare.
All right, best montage.
I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see. Where we go from there is a choice to you. Oh God! Look at that tiny little just pea shooter. He's doing this with too.
Like if you just kicked it hard enough, you could have destroyed it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't use like satellite technology, like line of sight, to keep the satellites in space. That would. Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, this is great. Gloria, you look like shit.
I don't know. What satellite do we need destroyed? Yeah, what satellite do we need destroyed? Like pull back the curtain on what's really going on in society. Oh, she's really finding out the hard way now. No pun intended.
Oh my God.
You said hard.
I wasn't even like trying to like. I just it just fell into place there. So
See, John Carpenter picks weird names for his characters. Roddy Piper's name was Nada.
Yeah, there's nobody with a first name or last name on there.
Yeah, it goes back to like that thing. All those weird Childs, Windows, Mac Ready. All his names are weird. Thank you for watching.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Now coming up next, Total Recall.
Nah, not tonight, unfortunately.
Oh, I tried.
All right, guys. Well,
I like the effort you put into it. Hey, Total Recall. Nope.
No,
Okay.
I definitely want to do that one. It just we just want to have a little bit more lead time.
What if
plus,
Vince
it's really
just
kind of
slipped?
doing two of them in one day.
Yeah.
What if I what?
What if Vince just slipped and accidentally just played it?
Well, I can play whatever. It just doesn't. People can watch on the Twitch, I guess.
Just
All right. See you guys tonight at 8.
Yes, and yeah, as this movie reveals to everybody, every other person on the street is really an alien. So watch out.
well, who here
Here's
would
a
most likely be an
link
alien disguise? Probably Ruth.
Oh, it's totally you, Fourth. I mean, you're not even
Ruth.
trying to hide with your with what you got there. It's like, nah, man. We already knew. We didn't even need sunglasses.
Harry,
We already
but
knew an alien.
really Ruth.
I was gonna say we can also do like for stuff that's not officially done by the channel. We can always do Discord watch parties as well.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
a
I
little
think
bit
we
harder
talked
for me on a Saturday to do 2 than
Right.
to be 1. So,
Yes, man.
all right, guys. Thanks for being here. Like,
See you in
subscribe,
about,
share. Try to get us. Yeah,
What,
5
5
hours.
hours? So. Try.
4 hours and 15 minutes from now. Like to subscribe. Try to get us to 1,000 subscribers before Comic-Con. So, like I said, it's shaping up to be a really cool thing. Like I said, I got at least 4 decent interviews set up. I just announced one today. I actually have 2. I have Steve. I have Robert Meyer Burnett, who will be doing a one-on-one. It won't just be a 5-minute, hey, sir, can I have 5 minutes of your time type of deal? And that guy can talk. So it's going to be probably a good hour or so interview with him at least over food. So, all right, guys, we'll see you in about 4 hours and 15 minutes.
Oh, you're
Is it good
closing
enough
up
to make where you don't have to make coffee pot ramen?
You want to chit chat about this?
No comment. All right, if you want to continue the conversation, you can join these guys on the Discord if they're going to be there. Pretty soon, I'll have post shows with membership stuff. But like I said, today's Saturday, and I got a lot to do, so I will see you guys 8 p.m. tonight.
See you guys.